let's look at a real sports annex. It's a roller derby, and they start out to race each other on roller skates around the track.
You know, as corny as this might sound, all that I really ever wanted to do was be a roller derby skater. When I saw this thing on TV where women actually got to compete and have fun, I just thought, man, I've got to do this.
I got into it when I was 17. I went down there with my little skates the day I was going to graduate, and they taught us how to ride the track, you know, the proper way. Beautiful. From then on, I was hooked.
Yeah, I saw it on TV and said to my brother, I like that. My brother says, you do, huh? So he bought me a pair of roller skates.
1946, and I quit in 1980, so that's a little bit. Yeah.
One summer, I went down and started training and never went back to school. Sorority house to the roller derby. We had to train 10 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Then they show us how to jump, take a rail, how to block, and how to stay out of trouble.
Did you stay out of trouble?
No.
The rink's as fast as greased lightning, and as in a 6-day bike race, the big thrill is a jam and a spill. Here it is.
Shoot the gun, that starts our game. The periods were 15 minutes each. 15 minutes for the girls, then the boys skate 15.
You're skating on a bank track. You're falling, you're getting up, you're falling, you're getting up.
You have to remember the track is a 45-degree angle.
If you don't know how to skate right, you're going to fall on your butt and get hurt.
Watch those splinters.
The pack is the 5 girls from each team. Once the whistle blows, you try to get your jammer out.
The Catch as Catch Can marathon with every gal out for herself.
This was the goal.
Jammer is the one that's going to come to the rear and try to pass the opposing members with your help.
There's a jam. We have to score points. The jammer breaks away from the pack, comes to the rear of the pack.
And they would all be laying there, and I would come over the pack straight out. Don't ask me how I did it. If you pass one person, it's 1 point, 2 points, so on. You try anything to stop her from scoring, and anything that's legitimate.
Throwing ourselves at them. They're flying over us to try to pass us. Skating on the inside of us, skating on the outside of us. We're banging them in the head, banging them in the feet.
And that's the whole gist of the game.
Think we didn't know, didn't even see the tide change. But it's a small, small world, girl, getting even smaller every day. I bet you think we didn't know, didn't even see the tide change. It's a small, small world, girl, getting even smaller every day. You can think that it's small. Oh, we did!
Growing up, especially like in my culture, my family's Hispanic, girls are just, they're not supposed to be aggressive, they're not supposed to be assertive or violent or, you know, I definitely growing up, like I heard a lot of calm down, don't be so aggressive, but I am aggressive. I remember my family telling me things like, you can't play those aggressive sports because how are you going to find a husband, you know? Who's going to want to marry you? I don't want her growing up like that. And I want her to know that, like, her body is powerful and that one day I'm going to be able to sit down with her and open up, you know, a scrapbook and say, this is something that you and I were a part of.
I grew up all over the south side, like south suburbs of Chicago. And then once I left high school, I moved up to the north side of the city and went to college. Then got divorced, got remarried, had another baby, started a new career, and it was just like my life was constantly, you know, going, going, going. And I never really got to take a break and say, what do I want to do for fun? I always thought it was fantastic, and I loved the way the girls looked. Whether you're little, slight, but muscular, or if you're a big girl and you're strong, I mean, the muscles are beautiful. And the way that they skate, there's like a sort of elegance to it.
Has crossed the star.
Yes, baby, go, 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 go,
Dropping through on a scoring pass, grand slam, 5.
I bet you think we didn't know, didn't even see the tides change. But it's a small, small world, girl, getting even smaller every day. I bet you think we didn't know, didn't even see the tides change. But it's a small, small world, girl, getting even smaller every day. You can think that smile for a hollow while, but the kids all run once those bridges burn. The trash washes up to shore, even in this landlocked place. It gets thicker, it's toxic, getting